off your television sets. Turn them off now. Turn them off right now. Turn them off and leave them off. Turn them off right in the middle of the sentence I'm speaking to you now. Turn them off.
Greetings, everyone. We are back to recap the final episode of Kenobi, and we're not late. When we arrive, it's right on time. So,
It is right on time. Yeah, Ron and
yeah,
I were going through it.
as you could tell, life was lifing. Quick disclaimer: we're not out of the clear with COVID. Get that booster if you haven't. If you haven't had that first dose, get it. Like just get it like right now because COVID is still out here, and it's long
It
story
is. I
short,
went
we were on,
and
we were on two
huh?
opposite ends of that spectrum. Go ahead,
Yeah, I
Courtney.
went and got my second booster. And I was suffering for it. But as Ron can attest, it's better than getting actual COVID.
Actual real life COVID, yes, but
So,
um, but yeah, so we were down all last week, but we're here to recap the finale of Kenobi. Courtney, what you think about it?
like, I need like a picture of like our faces on Scorsese's body, where in that meme that says "This is cinema."
This is cinema,
That's how
yes,
good it was.
yeah. As it reached a certain point, and we'll get to that point later. The fight between Darth Vader and Kenobi, and I was like, "This is really fucking good. Like
I
this is
think they
good."
made this whole series just to do that scene. I'm so serious.
Everything led to that point because it is
I'm
it's
like,
so
I bet
referential.
someone
Yeah,
had an idea and they're like, let's make a whole show just so we can do this one episode.
hmm yeah. Just so we could do the whole, taking the yeah, just so we could do like the he has the high road thing again, so we could kind of like juxtapose that. Yeah, like when I hit that moment, I was like, this is really, really good. Like,
This is
and
cinema. Like this is cinema. Like that. Like I hope this gets nominated. I'm so Disney, you better submit this episode. Like there's so many people that deserve their kudos for this. Just like what went into it. Hayden Christensen, I'm proud of you. You've earned my
yeah,
trust again. You've earned and now he's going to be in the Ahsoka series and I'm okay with that now. I would have
ah,
been not okay. I'm okay with it now.
yeah. I mean, to be
He studied Clone Wars. That's all he needed to do.
as well, I say to be fair, he's not doing anything else right now. But I'm glad that he redeemed himself and he's back because he was great. Like I want to take nothing away from him. Like he was really great in this episode.
I saw some. I forgot. I can't even remember some movie, and I was like, "Oh, Hayden Christensen was in this." I'm like, the only thing I
Is
ever
it
know him from
Jumper?
is from Star Wars. I think so.
Okay.
I was like, I forget he exists outside of that. I forget that like he was allowed to do other things.
Yeah, because full disclosure, like when it comes to like bad movies that people fall in love with, mine is Jumper. Jumper is a terrible movie, but the action scenes are like so cool that I'm like,
Hayden
okay, I
Christensen's
can do it.
thing was just bad movies. Like he
Just
could
bad
not
movies.
get out of that hole at all. But that Star Wars check is paying the bills, so I'm happy for him.
Oh yeah, that money is long. But yeah, so I want to talk about two separate things this
Mhm.
episode. First, I guess I guess if there was an overarching theme about this is like basically choosing your path. And I'll start with Third Sister slash Riva. By the way, did you think she was dead after that previous episode? Because I didn't expect to see her again. Oh no, that's just me.
Um, kind of at first, yes, but then I was like, they hype like I don't know. I feel like they hyped her up a lot.
Mhm.
So I'm like, because to me, I feel like it would have been a waste of a character.
Right.
And also, I really love the actress. I think she's doing
Yeah.
really well. Um, so and I'm like, well, she survived it the first time.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, the episode starts with her, you know, cloaked, saying, I'm looking for a farmer named Owen. And that means one thing, she is looking for Luke. So while Obi-Wan is like, basically protecting Leia, like Luke is in danger. And I thought that was an interesting way to go, in particular because she was just like, yeah, I was fucked
I
over by
love
Darth
how she
Vader,
figured
so I'm
it
gonna
out
kill your
though.
son.
Like
Yes.
I love how she figured it out. Like that again, like that helps. The Leia plot hole's still there, but
Mhm.
I'm just glad that there was someone that put two and two together out there.
Right.
Because I
Right.
feel like it's very obvious. Like if you know
It
anything
is.
about that family, I feel like it's
Wait.
like the math going on. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like
But
that,
yeah,
like I'm glad someone, but that would have been me if the series was about him. I would have
yeah.
that would have been me being like, I'm looking for a farmer named Owen because I'm sick of it.
like Star
I
Wars,
would have
you
been
might
like,
have.
I'm
Yeah,
looking for a farmer
I'm
named
looking for
Owen.
farmer named Owen.
Like with my Sith her, and then it's Jar Jar's face. I have like a Jar Jar mask.
So why did he use his hands every time? No, I'm joking. But yeah,
You need to put in that meme later that I
yeah,
sent
yeah. I'm gonna have
the
to put in
chat.
that meme later. Yeah, but
Oh, it's so good. Anyway,
yeah, I really like how she handles her beef because she says, "If you screw me over, I'm just gonna go find your son and kill him." Which cool. Um, I kind of wish you would have. It would have changed the Star
oh
Wars
my god,
universe
could
for
you
the better.
imagine? Because they already like all the racist fanboys were already mad. Could you imagine if they just like killed Luke Skywalker? I would have
Yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. Oh my
I
god,
feel
just
like
imagine that.
Mark Hamill would have supported that.
Oh, Mark Hamill would have loved it.
He would be like, "Can I?" He's like, "Can I
Yeah.
like voice the lightsaber?"
Uh-huh. And the Luke we know is like a clone Luke or something. I don't know. Like he
And then
actually
it like he
kills.
pull. Then she pulls the mask off of young Luke Skywalker, and it's Jar Jar Binks.
It's Jar Jar Binks. It's like the Paul McCartney theory. Like Paul McCartney died around Abbey Road, and they just
I need that so bad. Oh my god. I'm so glad we don't have the resources because we would spend all of our time making parodies.
yes, I would just shit post the entire Star Wars universe. Like I would spend my time doing that.
What is like the last one we did too? We did something really funny. I can't even remember.
Damn, I can't even remember. But yeah.
Anyway, when we see this is why it's so good that Ron and I don't have the resources. Unless like you're wanting to sponsor us, and I'm joking. We should have the resources.
Yeah, until then, I feel like our like budget, like we're just gonna be defunded, like perpetually defunded. Like they're gonna make sure we can't get our hands on cameras.
It's actually,
Like,
I think George Lucas like saw our ideas and was like, "If we can't have
it's like
someone
no,
knowing
no,
better
no,
than
no,
me."
absolutely not. No.
That's why. That's exactly why.
But yeah, so on the other side of this, I want to really break down the fight between um, Obi Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. I'm saying Darth Vader specifically because this is a segue to this epic,
Oh,
epic speech
it's
where
beautiful. Oh,
Obi
sorry.
Wan is calling out to Anakin, and he's saying Anakin, and Darth Vader. I'm paraphrasing. Say, I had to kill off Anakin to live. You're
Or
talking to Darth Vader now.
he was like, "You didn't kill Anakin. I did." I'm like,
Yes,
who wrote that? I need to know.
sure as hell wasn't George Lucas, but yeah,
It sure was not George Lucas, and it was not Hayden Christensen either.
absolutely not. No, but that,
If it was Hayden Christensen, it would have been like sand. It was the sand. He'd
yeah,
be like, "Well, technically, lava is a form of sand in one way or the not or in another." So it was sand.
but what I love most about that scene is like just the look on Obi Wan's face where he was like, "Well, I've truly lost my friend, and I feel like in parentheses." He was like, "I gotta kill your ass now," and then they just have like this all out fight. By the way, the fight scenes in this show alone might be the best in like Star Wars period.
in all of the live
And that's not
action
that's
Star
no
Wars.
hyperbole. Yeah.
I think easily. I think it's no argument to me, no
Right.
contest. Now, I think some of the animated ones might
Hmm.
have an argument there, but for the live action series, I think that is easily the best.
Hmm.
And that's insane seeing that it's a show.
Right. Right. Because I guess to like detour a bit, that's why I love like the Phantom Menace so much because that fight between Qui Gon, Darth Maul, and Obi Wan like is
That
like
was
so
so
well
good.
done.
It's overlooked too. In my opinion, it's overlooked
It is.
because people hate the prequel so much, but I'm like, that was like a badass fight scene. Like, of course, like
Yes.
I was like my first Star Wars movie to see in theaters, so that has a part of it. But I just remember being like, that is kind of what made me fall in love with Star Wars,
Mhm.
with stuff like that. So I'm kind of glad to see that, like the acrobatics and all that kind of stuff. That to me is Star Wars that I want to see. So
And by the way, if you haven't seen like videos of Ewan McGregor like training, like doing lightsaber training, like
he
he
takes
takes
it
this shit
seriously.
serious. Yeah.
He's always taken it seriously, and I love that.
Yeah, like he is seriously like all about it. So a lot of these things he's doing, of course, like I don't mean like throwing rocks or stuff like that, but a lot of these things he's
He
doing, like
actually
he's seriously
learned
doing.
to telekinesis.
Yes,
He's that dedicated.
he learned how to harness the force. Like he is that. Like okay, this like sorry, I have to go on another detour. Speaking of Ewan McGregor, his dedication. Are you familiar with the film Train Spotting?
Of course.
Okay, so he plays a character by the name of Rent Boy, Mark Renton. He was studying the character and he was about to smoke crack to prepare for this role. But the director Danny Boyle had to say, like, hey man,
I heard that. It's like,
maybe don't
okay, it's a
smoke
little too
crack.
far.
That's a little too much. Don't smoke crack to prepare for this role. But yeah, no, seriously, that's Ewan McGregor's dedication. Fantastic actor, and what he brought out um, in Obi Wan is what we needed to see like more of. Honestly, it really bridges. And I know a lot of people hated this, but it really bridges the Obi Wan that we saw like at the end of the prequels to like the Alec Guinness like in just solitude Obi Wan. Like it's such a perfect bridge.
And again, I know I went on that rant the last episode. It is a very believable bridge. I'm like,
It
do y'all
is.
not know people in that age bracket? Like, I guess they're not the people that are saying that are not like our age. Like when you see our parents, like pictures of our parents, like when we were like in high school, and then you see our parents now, it's very different.
Mhm.
So that's why I think it's because like that's about the same age gap. But so I guess those people don't have parents over that are of that age. But
Yeah,
also like the personality development too. I don't know. It's still bothering me a lot. It's gonna bother me for a long time. Sorry.
yeah. It's not a hard sell for me because like the ages line up.
There's
I mean,
two sons.
yeah,
There's two sons, and he's a Caucasian Scottish man
yeah.
with no
Like
sunscreen.
yeah, it aligns for me. So
And
so
imagine
yeah, I
you
don't know
had
why
to
people
protect Luke Skywalker. Like you see how bad Obama, like how poorly Obama aged in the presidency. Like multiply that times 100, 100,000, 100 million,
oh
because
my
that's the
god, like
stress of having to watch over Luke Skywalker.
watching over Luke Skywalker would like age me in like dog years. Like I would
Like
be
I
like,
said,
oh my
like look
god,
at like how Obama aged, but like turn that times a million. Like you're
yeah.
just a zombie. That's what it's like to have to protect Luke Skywalker because
Like
he's stupid.
how many times did he look out with his binoculars and just shake his head and say, "This fucking kid, oh my god,
And he's
this."
like, I want to go back to Leia.
I want to go back to Leia. Yeah, I'm Leia's like surrogate dad anyway. I like her more. Yeah.
Oh, can I just say one thing too? People were criticizing, like in the second episode, how goofy the chase was with whatever that species was coming after her. And I'm like, have you never seen any other Star Wars media other than
Yeah,
it? Like it used to be goofy, silly shit like that. Like
Yeah, like you must be new here.
It's like the same people that saw that Turning Red and was like, why is there not a 9/11 reference in it?
Wait, huh?
No, no, that's it. Because they're like, this can't. They're like, this is historically inaccurate. There's no mention of 9/11. So that's where that meme comes from, where it's like pictures of people, characters, that it's like, oh, the second plane just hit the tower, because they're like, I'm not it's one of those things that you're gonna go to hell for laughing about, but it's so funny
Oh my god!
because he was
Like, so
like,
so is that movie like
yeah,
set
there's
in
no
like the
references
past
to
or
9/11 because it takes place in the early 2000s. It's
okay?
like a coming of age story.
What?
It's a Pixar film.
Yeah,
But
like
they're like, we need a little more terrorism in this. And also this film takes place in Canada.
yeah,
Not to say
like
that Canadians didn't care.
like why do you want jihad in your children's movie? Like why? Like why?
Oh god, Jesus. Anyway,
Like
I feel
like
like that's like, it's like two different things, but I feel like that's the same vein of
it
people.
is.
You
Like
know what I mean? Like that, it's like that Venn diagram's a circle. Those are
it's a
the same
circle.
people. Oh god. That's why I hate Letterboxd. I can't. It just stresses me out.
Oh my god! Like
Imagine watching a kids movie and being like, there's not enough 9/11.
yeah, like she turns into a panda, and then next thing you hear is like "Death to America." Like why? Like why? Like why would we have
When you
that?
see, like, it flashes to that I can't even remember his name. That terrorist. What was his name? You know what I'm talking about. The one
I
that
mean, we,
someone, he's so tall, someone said, damn, he should have been in
oh,
basketball. Because
oh,
he's like
oh,
6'5".
Osama bin Laden should have hooped. Like
I know,
instead
that's
of being
what
a
they
terrorist. Like
Anyway, that's the worst detour, but that's very funny. Look it up. Look up Osama bin Laden's height. This dude was tall as hell.
yeah, like he was 6'6". Yeah, like if only he
Anyway,
had a jump
anyway,
shot.
that's what we
But
need.
anyway,
Is it
yeah.
Turning Red? Is just like, you look at the background and like, oh, Osama bin Laden's just dunking on George Bush. God,
I
if
can't
we
believe
ever
that's
have
a
someone that's
thing.
gonna sponsor us, we have to hide this video.
Oh my god.
Anyway. Back to that. I hate Star Wars fans. They're literally the worst fans.
The worst fan base, easily. Like this is why I refrain from calling myself a Star Wars fan because Star Wars fans are like just idiots, just
They
idiots.
are. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have Osama bin Laden just in my head. Anyway, I'm gonna be put on a list for doing that. Oh, yeah, they're awful. They're the worst, but they don't deserve how good this finale was at
No,
all. Because this finale was like, I think, like, if we had to, and I don't like rankings when it comes to different forms of media. I don't think it's very fair. But if I had to,
right.
like, this is like in a top like 3, like, forms of Star Wars media to me.
Hmm.
I'll have to like rewatch a couple things, but it's got some of the best Star Wars moments.
Yeah, no, I am inclined to agree, and yeah, when watching this finale, it's not even like, oh, that was good, like that was satisfying. It's like no, like this was it tied in like the lore of the past. Um,
So
it
beautiful.
was
It
like
was so well
fulfilling just to
done.
watch like on a surface level. Yeah, it was really good all around. Like the callbacks to like several different things, and also the now come to the part I like the most.
Mhm.
Because oh no, I'll try not to get long with it. What I like most about Rogue One is they treat the Force like kind of like the Holy Spirit or religion, or like they treat it like
Mhm.
it's
And that's what it
it's-
really is.
so,
It's like a religion.
mhm.
Yeah.
So at the end, as Obi Wan is like is like
Yes.
walking, he sees Qui-Gon again. And that's like himself like being at peace once again. Because he's at peace now, he could finally speak to his master again.
So there's
But
a whole thing
he could
about
have,
that
yeah.
in Clone Wars. Qui-Gon was actually, I forget the name of the species, was being trained on how to be a Force ghost.
Mhm,
And he could not complete that training because he was killed by Darth Maul. So
mhm.
I think it's very cool that at first like the whole idea was that he could only be a disembodied voice, but
Right.
I like that they kind of tied it up that Obi-Wan like reaching that piece is a part of it.
Mhm,
And I'm presuming, and this is very cool, that he goes off with Qui-Gon to learn how to be a Force ghost.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
So cool. Like there like
mhm.
again, that's why I keep pushing people to watch Clone Wars because like there's important really cool shit like that. So I love that we get that. And he's like, "Oh, it took you long enough," you know?
Yeah. Like that was such a good moment. And aside from the actor, chasing around black people in London, like it was really good to see Qui-Gon again because I really like Qui-Gon Jinn as a character, so I
We're
was
just gonna
happy to
forget who
see him.
plays. Gonna forget who
Yeah,
plays it.
yeah, we'll just forget who plays Qui-Gon. Yeah,
It's
but
actually Qui-Gon. Like there's an actor that he resembles that we don't talk
yeah,
about.
yeah. The
Uh,
resemblance is uncanny. They even sound
it
alike,
really
but yeah, not the
is.
same guy.
It's like a multiverse type of ordeal. But no, I think it's very funny because he said he was not interested in coming back unless it was for a movie. But I'm glad he decided to come back
Yeah,
because
yeah.
his character is very cool. I feel like we never got enough of him. So
Yeah, like I really like that character, and I also like what it just like you said, it ties like so many pieces of like Star Wars media together. So like that little succinct moment like really tied everything up. And yeah, like
I'm
this
intrigued to
finale
see
was like
where they're
pitch perfect. Yeah,
going.
me too. Me too.
I have a feeling like this is like canonically really important.
Hmm.
And I don't, and I'm wondering in what way. I'm super curious. It has me very excited for Star Wars again.
Same here, and I will take it a step further. Like I am almost inclined to believe that Disney will be sitting across the table from Ewan McGregor, and they'll slide that check across the table, and that check won't have a number filled in, and they'll just say name your price.
I have a feeling too because I think people underestimate how much for the series Ewan McGregor has done and just how much he contributed because his
Mhm.
in the shortfalls of the prequels gave stellar performances throughout. I
Yes.
think he was like he really helped make those the best that he could. So, and I just love that like I love when an actor truly believes in a character, and
Hmm.
that is Ewan McGregor and Obi-Wan. So,
Right.
I'm really excited. Like I was just thinking like in parallels and the way that they used it really is almost like a parallel of how like we got like WandaVision and then it was like ugh.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they look at that. I don't know. They probably don't care because it made money. I'm hoping they at least look at the reception of that and just say, okay, let's not be lazy with this. Let's take this somewhere.
Hmm.
um, please don't do that. You got people excited about Star Wars again,
Yeah.
like in an excited way, like when episode 7 came out, like that kind of excitement for the
Mhm.
people they got that back in my opinion, so they need to use it correctly and get people on the train because there's some serious Marvel fatigue going on. So,
Yeah.
battle of the franchises.
And I think they may have learned an important lesson here because as long as you go backwards, like the story is contained because it can only go so far. But
Because
creating,
Disney hates being creative.
that's exactly where I was
But it's
going
the thing,
because
they're not having
creating
to be
something,
creative, they're just having to rip straight from Clone
exactly,
Wars.
exactly. So being creative means like you're taking a chance with this blank slate, and you might create something very shitty that people hate, like Palpatine clapping cheeks. So you have to be very careful about what you put out
I
there.
refuse to believe the space Jesus thing. Palpatine was clapping cheeks out here.
Palpatine was out here getting busy. Like,
Oh Jesus.
but,
It's so
but
funny
yeah,
they had to release a statement. In one of my tweets, I believe I fully played a part, which is why they want
yeah.
to silence us.
But the
They
fact
saw
that
my
that went through
tweet.
like
They
it
saw
went
my
through like
tweet. They're like,
several
"Oh
layers of
no."
approval though. Like several people was like, yeah, Palpatine, yeah, was out here getting it. Yeah,
But it's
cool.
but
Let's
that's
roll with
just
that.
but that's just like shows honestly in a more serious manner. It shows just like how awful their decision making was because they based everything off of reactions of fans on Twitter.
Right. And the worst
Like even
fans.
that they changed it because people were making jokes.
But anyway,
Yeah.
we are very excited about the upcoming slate of Star Wars media. We have
Ahsoka. Oh, I think
Ahsoka,
Mandalorian's next, and then it's
yeah,
Ahsoka.
Mandalorian, then Ahsoka, yeah.
Please don't
Um,
make me want to eat Baby Yoda because I will.
I watched Rogue One again the other day, and I'm excited about the Cassian Andor character. He very cool character, so I'm excited
I
to see
just
more
realized.
from him.
What if the third sister turns up because she'd be much older, in the Mandalorian?
Hmm.
I would eat that up. Where she's like
Yeah.
she'd be very pretty seasoned, but
Yeah.
I can see that. Why else would she survive?
Yeah. I feel like that's not the last we've seen of her. Yeah.
And then she has a different arc again, maybe helping to.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with it. Yeah.
I love her. I think she's fantastic.
Yeah. The more I'm thinking about it, because I'm sitting here like just chewing on it.
And
Yeah.
I hope they do it just to
I
be
feel like we do.
spiteful.
Yeah. Because Moses Ingram is fantastic,
Oh,
and
she's fantastic.
get over it.
Here's the thing, and a huge difference in starring actors and how they handle the racism. I just think about the originals and how people were quiet. They were pretty quiet, and it was
Uh,
disappointing. But even McGregor immediately, he was like, "I don't use social media because I touch grass. However, I heard you dumb motherfuckers were
uh,
talking about Moses," and he's like, "You're not a real Star Wars fan. There's no place for racism here." Like,
yeah.
like he nipped that in the bud immediately.
But Courtney, if that were true, that means the empire would be the United States.
Are
No,
you
I'm
telling me
joking.
that?
Are you telling
Are you telling me that if Donald Trump was in the Star Wars universe, he wouldn't be on the good side?
what?
I just, I'm sorry. I cannot believe people don't under. It's like the same thing with like Lord of the Rings because like it was written
Oh my
like
god!
when
Oh my
during
god!
World War One,
Oh my god!
and people don't even. And it's also very anti-war,
Yeah,
and people don't understand that. We gotta stop allowing white men to think these things are for them.
yeah. Like like I love Lord of the Rings, and
Mm-hmm.
the way it has just been misunderstood throughout my life. Oh no,
It's,
that's another podcast. I won't go there.
oh no, it is. It is. We'll have to do that. Oh
We'll have to
god,
do that. Yeah.
because I have that tattoo on my back that you know how many times a man has come up to me, and it's always a white man that comes up to me. He's like, "Did you know that was Tingwa on your back?" And I'm go, "No, I don't.
No,
It
no,
was on a
no, no, I
stencil
didn't
page,
know.
and I thought it
No,
looked
I didn't know.
nice."
No, no, I didn't know. Like, what? Like, like
I'm like,
we
"Oh,
are,
I thought it was Spanish."
we are out here mansplaining John Ronald Raoul's like work out here. Like,
Anyway, but yeah, this is a great episode.
yeah, great
Uh,
episode, great show. I'm excited to see where it's going. So yeah,
I
any
just
closing
don't. I
thoughts?
don't want to see Luke Skywalker. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we're looped out. We are
We are
all looped
Luked
out.
out now. Leia.
More Leia. Give us more Leia.
You know what? I honestly, I was talking with a friend, and I was like, I would even go further back. Like if we even like it was like prequels, I would
Mhm,
take that. Like
mhm,
the old ancient Jedi. I'm
mhm,
intrigued by that concept. Like even like Padme. Like
mhm.
we don't know much about her story. I'd love to go further back, Disney. Let's just instead of going to the future, let's just keep going backwards.
Keep going back to like the
Oh my god,
fucking
if we could go to like the ancient Jedi,
yes,
that would be a really cool concept.
yes.
Disney, talk to us. Disney, if you work with us, I will delete the cystic tweet. It's a
Screenshots
win-win.
screenshots exist though.
They do, but we can make it work. But I will delete it and act like I never tweeted it. It's a fair trade-off.
It is. Let's make it happen.
Just get in touch with our people.
Yes.
Our people. Who would our people be like? D, because
Yeah,
D
like get in touch
basically
with
runs
D.
his Twitter account.
Get in touch with D, and she
Get in
will
touch with
make.
D. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Anyway, this was an excellent episode. I know we've been joking, but that's because we both are in recovery mode.
Yeah,
And it's the day before 4th of July. I don't know about you. I've been drinking. So
yeah. I had yeah. This is my recovery. This is my COVID recovery. So yeah.
that's what I was doing. I was like drinking and I was like, listen, I'm at the bottom. There's only one way to go, and that's up.
Only one place to
Anyway.
go from here. But yeah, yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think about Obi Wan. Um, we'll do a season wrap up of the boys.
Lots of thoughts.
I
There's a
have I
lot
have
going on.
lots of thoughts there. I have bullied D into doing recaps of the Old Man on FX. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It is fucking awesome. And
I've been watching
Ryan,
Umbrella Academy.
I have to watch that.
Remember
Maybe
last year, D and Ron bullied me into that, and unfortunately, Netflix just doesn't care because all of their marketing looks like it's for Stranger Things.
yeah, they like just dropped it with like no fanfare.
I have a feeling that means they're going to cancel it.
They are, yeah.
It happened to Sense8, one of my all-time favorite shows on Netflix, and they canceled it.
yeah. Netflix is moving weird out here, but
They're about to. If I was to say, if I paid for my subscription, I'd cancel it, but I don't pay for it, so
yeah, neither do I. Shout out for shared passwords and
yeah. Shout out to
like, yeah.
Michael's aunt. Like that's how could like some person I've never met. She's like, here.
Yeah, just have it.
Shout out Maria Lena, thanks. I know you watch these. His whole family. Oh god, it's so embarrassing. Anyway.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Peace.
That's our thing is the peace.